Well, hello, everybody. Another episode of Talk With Me Thursday. Those who know or may not know what I do here on Talk to Me Thursday, I have been bringing in some amazing women from a nonprofit organization here in Columbus, Ohio. What you see at the ticker, this is At the Table. I bring on different executives so they can talk about their mission, their goals, and talk a little bit about them themselves. You know, we always hear everybody's story and as a group. So I feel that doing it individually is more impactful. And if you have any questions, if you want to give them a shout out, drop it in the feed below. I will give the shout. I will read the message to my guest, what I'm so blessed to have here. And let me go on and say, if you have any questions, if you would like more about how you can get your nonprofit on here on Talk to Me Thursday, drop it in the feed, and I definitely will reach out to you so we can get more nonprofits, so we can start communicating and connecting with each other and be more supportive. I feel that some of the nonprofits out here in the community don't support each other enough or even support each other. So what perfect place to do it would be here at the table on Talk to Me. Talk to Me Thursday. Look, I have it at the table.
You got it in your mind.
I got it on my mind. But here we connect with each other. Maybe we can come up with some resources as well as some connections and building each other. I always believe that there's millions and millions of enough for us to take care of each other and one another. So I do believe that highly. Well, that was my introduction for this amazing show. So today I have another amazing executive board directive on here, and this is Sanita Johnson.
Hello.
And hello, love. So how are you, first, before we go any further, how are you doing through the social distancing and all?
I'm actually doing good. I have a great support system. So anytime I have any moments, I'll reach out to them so they can keep me in balance, talk me off the ledge. So I'm actually doing good. I'm blessed because I'm still employed. I'm considered an essential employee. So I'm grateful for that. So I'm actually doing pretty good.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Love it. Love it. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself and you're doing good. That's the most important piece of everything and all things. So while we're starting on here, why don't you tell our followers and listeners a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, my name is Sanita Johnson. I'm born and raised in Columbus, but I have deep, deep Southern roots. Both of my parents were from the South, so I'm heavily connected with the South. I went to Ohio State and got my degree in psychology, and I currently work at Franklin County Department of Job and Family Services. I work in the training department, so I'm a training supervisor. So I provide training to new hires and current staff with the different programming in our agency.
Nice, nice, nice. So let me tell you, how did you get involved with At the Table?
Well, I actually got involved when Deshaun, one of the founders, reached out, and I was involved from the very beginning when it was a committee. And so it really interests me because I have a passion for youth. I love growing youth and developing youth. And so that's what really drew me to At the Table. And specifically, they were reaching out to high school girls. And then eventually was going to develop a program for women. And so that's what drew me to At the Table.
Yes, it's an amazing program.
Amazing.
If those of you who have not checked out or don't know anything about At the Table, real quick, At the Table is a nonprofit organization that is located here in Columbus, Ohio. We're currently serving young ladies, as Sanita said. We're in Mifflin. We're mentoring 30 young ladies, around 30 young ladies in Mifflin. This is their third year going into mentoring the young ladies. We do things from mentoring, talk to them about finances, may it be personal hygiene, may it be about how to handle money, how to handle hair, natural hair, how to we even brought in some amazing guests like Judge Colcroft, talk to the the young ladies about the judicial system, which is so important. We just brought in so many amazing facilitators within the program. So, with that being said, Sanita, so
Mhm.
we, as you know, we do the, tell everybody, not I won't because I will keep on. Tell everybody a little bit about the Thrive program.
So the Thrive program is really awesome because it's a mentoring program that's focusing on high school girls. And right now we're focusing on the ninth graders. And it gives them an opportunity to receive mentorship, to grow personally, also to grow professionally as a student. And it gives them a platform to learn from different women in the community that are already professionals, have already gone through some of the experiences that they're going through now. And it's an opportunity for them to see that they can be successful and they can overcome any obstacles or challenges that they have experienced or currently are experiencing. And sometimes that's what they need. They need to hear from someone that has been through some challenges and they've overcome them and they've reached success. But not only that, what I like about the facilitators that are chosen, they are very transparent. So they also talk about their failures.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we need to communicate how things haven't always went right, but we still was able to overcome and move on and just start a new chapter in our journey.
Absolutely, that is so important. I've been talking about how to be fearless through this all
Yes.
because I'm telling you, this social distancing has put a lot on people and has impacted a lot of people out here. So though that we've done some social distancing, know that it be fearless regardless of what you're
Yes.
facing. So with
Exactly.
Thrive, there is also the Woman Wellness Empowerment Luncheon. Tell everybody a little bit about that and what that is.
Well, the luncheon is another branch of outreach that At the Table is currently involved in. And what the luncheon does, it takes women who are currently like actively receiving treatment, who are experiencing cancer or are cancer survivors. And so we do two things. We celebrate those women because they're fighting on their journey and some of them have survived that journey, as well as we also have a scholarship fundraiser portion of the luncheon. And so that's where we honor a student who also may be have cancer or a family member has cancer. And so we give a scholarship to help prepare them to go to school, to take care of their books and other needs for them to continue their education. And the luncheon is so empowering because women come and they feel so valued and they
Mhm.
feel like someone is acknowledging everything that they've gone through and recognizing them. And then we also have a fashion show where all of the models are the women who have overcome cancer or currently are in treatment. And so it's so beautiful to see and
Mhm.
experience when we have that luncheon. It's an amazing experience.
Absolutely. So when is the luncheon for this year?
So initially, we had the luncheon scheduled in the month of June, but due to COVID-19, it's being delayed, and so we're going to have it in the fall.
Absolutely. So everybody, when you see, we will definitely drop the link, and so you will keep
Mhm.
in touch and keep connected on when the luncheon is, and so you can buy a ticket. It is an amazing event that we
Yeah,
would love for you all to come out. Not
yeah,
only do we have the fashion show, there's also vendors there.
yes,
Oh my goodness, the vendors makes it too. So
yes.
the vendors, and then you have lunch.
Hmm.
The lunch is provided with the ticket purchase. And so I will definitely drop the link so you can watch more about the luncheon on the website. Well, real quick, as we continue on, Sanita, where do you see At the Table in the next 3 years?
I see at the table. So currently, right now, we're serving the youth at Mifflin High School.
Mhm.
but I see at the table branching off into different locations. Right now, we're a school based mentoring program, but I see that we are going to also become a community based mentoring
Mhm.
program so that we can do various and unique activities in a community because it's a different it's a different atmosphere when you can do things in a community versus a school based setting. Not only that, we are going to be starting our women's program where they can grow and develop professionally and personally as well. And so I see that program is going to take off and it's going to give women an opportunity to heal and to grow and see that they are valued and that they have something off to offer to the community. And something else I see, I call it a give back program.
Mm.
And so what I see is that those that have went through the program before, either through our Thrive program or our women's program, they will come back and serve and volunteer so that they can also help our future participants in the program, and they can be that bridge, and they can also empower them and let them know how the program help to impact their lives.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Everybody, if you wanted to know more about At the Table, where can they find that information at, Sanita?
So you can find us on Facebook. If you do a search and say at the table, our page will come up. We're also on Instagram. So it's at the table rocks on Instagram. And then we also have our website where it's www.attrinc.org. So we have a multitude of ways to reach that you can reach us.
Absolutely. And so, look, as we are moving forward into or in a few minutes on the next segment, just all about you a little bit more. So, real quick, how if someone wanted to volunteer with At the Table, or if they wanted to give or do donations at the table, what would be the best way for them to do that?
I will tell them to go on the website. There's a link on the website where they can donate. Also, our contact information is available there. And so that if they wanted someone to contact them and reach out to them so that they can give or donate, or if they have any other questions that they wanted a board member to answer, they can do that also.
Perfect. Well, now that we're almost halfway through our show, which our show is going by fast. I love
Yes.
it's going by so fast. But,
Yes.
but I really would like to know more. I want people to get to know you a little bit more. So, what's something fun you like to do?
So a lot of people wouldn't think it, but I love monster trucks.
What?
Yes. So normally I go see monster trucks every year when it comes. I have an awesome time and I enjoy it. And
Uh-huh.
so that's the part that always causes people to stop and take a second look like, you like monster trucks?
Right.
I like that. I like doing a lot of different cultural activities. Like I like going to different festivals and trying different restaurants across the city. I like to keep my horizons broadened and expose myself to different cultures and different things that's going on. I love music. And so I like listening to music. Gospel music, jazz music soothes me. And like in the mornings when I'm working, I put on meditative music on YouTube. They
Oh,
have these amazing meditative videos.
yes.
Um, so it helps you to focus and have your atmosphere where you can focus and really zone in your work. So I do that on a daily basis as well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you are doing some self-care, which is so important, especially more so now than ever, because we're only limited to so much we can do.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that you are doing some self-care for yourself. As
Yeah.
I see Monster Truck has really got me. Wow.
I love it, Pam.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. With that being said, are you currently reading any books right now? And if so, what are you reading?
So I just ordered a book called Drive. And so
Ooh,
it's a book on leadership.
okay.
And so one of my supervisors talked about it. So it talks about the different styles of leadership. So I just ordered that from Amazon, and it's supposed to come next week. So I'm actually excited to begin reading that book, because I really, a huge passion of mine is leadership development. Like, I
Mm,
love leadership development. I love growing people from youth to adults. I love coaching people. And I believe part of my calling is to help people to reach their next.
okay.
So I always try to connect people. I follow people, as long, I always tell people I'm connected to you as long as you stay connected to me. So I won't drop you unless you drop me. So, because I think that what happens is we don't pass the baton, and
True.
people hold on to knowledge, and they don't mentor and help other people to become successful because of personal insecurities, or
Mhm.
sometimes people think their spot's going to be taken, but it's actually doing a disservice, because we really need to pour into other people and help them grow, because I really think that you're supposed to give back, and it's about community, and
Absolutely.
it's about building. And I think all of us are assigned to a group of people. And with that group of people, we should be having great influence, because we all have circles of people that are assigned to us. And so
Mhm.
it's really important that we empower those individuals to let them know that they can reach their goals, that they can pursue their dreams. Even now, with the COVID-19, we still can pursue our dreams.
Absolutely.
And so I think we have to be careful not to let this situation paralyze us, where we're not moving forward. Because I even had to do some self reflection on that. Like, no, you still have to keep moving. You
Right.
still have to keep pursuing your goals. That doesn't stop. We have to keep doing those things.
You're so right. That was one thing that I talked about with my guests yesterday. Though that COVID is here and COVID has stripped us of some of our freedom, that doesn't mean it stripped us from our goals, and it
Yes,
hasn't stripped us from living what we're supposed to be doing. It has
absolutely.
not stopped. That is a continuous function. So I'm glad to hear you're saying that, and I love that you want to go out here and help people to find out what their what's next, or work on the what's next. And I think that is important, because the COVID has really pushed everybody, and I know it threw everybody for a loop, because no one
Right.
expected it. I truly get that. But it doesn't mean to take it away, take what you want away from you.
Absolutely.
And I believe a lot of people is allowing this to take that away. So I'm glad to hear you're helping people to do work on the what's next, which that's what I'm doing too. And I love helping people and empowering people to do that. And it's not to sit back and settle for whatever they want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So as we're closing out our show, what would you like to leave our listeners and followers?
I have this quote that I say, and it says, if you can assist in changing the life of one youth, then you are indeed changing the local and global community, because the transformed life of one youth will positively affect a multitude of others in their circle of influence.
I
And
love
I think that's one of the great purposes and platforms for At the Table. We are empowering our youth, empowering women so they can go out and empower others. And so I think that's real important.
Absolutely. Well, as we get ready to close out, would you like to leave anything else before we finish?
Don't quit. Don't stop. Don't quit. Don't let your obstacles, your challenges stop you. Instead, look at it as an opportunity to grow. Because that's what I had to pause and do, is that this COVID-19 situation, actually, we can look within and see where we need to grow, see what adjustments we need to make in our lives. So I would tell people, don't stop growing. make sure you have a good support network,
Mm.
so that if you are having those moments, you can talk through those. Because it's real important that we have a good network that we
Mhm.
can reach out to and lean on. Because everybody needs a shoulder to lean on.
Absolutely.
So that's my
Absolutely.
biggest thing: is don't quit. Quit.
Absolutely. Well, Sanita, our time has came and gone, and this is really fast. And I still appreciate you for
Yes, thank
stopping by,
you.
and sitting here and having and talk to me Thursday. But everyone, again, if you have any questions, I didn't see any, but if you still have any questions or if you want to know more about At the Table, drop it in the feed, and I definitely will read those comments and I will pass them along to the appropriate person or individuals. But I want to first and foremost thank everybody for watching us and listening to us. And don't give in. Go out here and be fearless. I
Yeah,
know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but we got your back. And
yeah.
as I always say, you guys are a blessing. So be a blessing to somebody else. Until
Mhm.
next week, you guys. Bye.
All right. Have a good evening.